Okay, good morning, traders. This is another episode of the good daily analysis, whereby we are looking for today's move, or we want to align ourselves for the moves that we are going to find within the market. So for today, we don't have much in the fundamentals. We just have the in terms of the USD, because with this good rush daily. We just have one sentiment that will be maybe impacting the market in one way or the other. So it might affect bullish or bearish. So core PCE price index month after month. So that's the data we are looking at ahead. So for the others, like the Canadian dollar, there will be GDP month after month. Then still at 5 p.m. we should be having the USD UOM consumer sentiment. So this data, it is not much high impact, but is moderate impact. So the only one that will affect the USD much is this one for consumer price index for month after month. So since we don't have much to look at, let's go direct to the technicals. So for the DXY, for the basket, the move has been a bullish trajectory, like for like the last 2 days. So we are looking for today. We see that if the market will break above this zone, we are just waiting. If the market breaks above this zone, the next point we shall be waiting is just a retest and then a move on the upside. So that means it will be on a bullish trajectory. Otherwise, we might be looking at it like just touching the zone, then retracing to the zone, then we see a push on the downside. So that's what we are looking at, but this is in the daily time frame. So that is very high focus. So we just align ourselves in that manner. That is in terms of the daily time frame. So otherwise, in terms like we can be able to look at it in the 4 hours time frame, so that we can be able to have a good, analyzed market. So we can be able to see. At this point, we can be able to mark this zone. At this zone, we can be able to see change of character. Can be able to see a change of character. So we are waiting for the market to form and now a break of structure for us to be able to be sure that the market is really going on upside. So that's how you are able to know that the price is trying to reverse the direction. It has already formed a change of character. Now we are waiting to see if it will respect this zone. So else we can be able to see a break of market structure at this point. Just below that, we can be able to see uh, at this point break of market structure. Remember, this is 4 hours time frame, so it's very high probability that is a BOS. And if there is a BOS, that means that at that point there might be another block. So we might be waiting for the market to replace at this point, maybe for us to be able to see some bulk opportunity for the for this asset. But most of the time, I just do analysis for this asset for me to be able to know the direction of gold for that day. Yeah, so that's what I do. So this one, it is a negative correlated asset as compared to the gold. So Something else now, this one I just do analysis up to 4 hours time frame, so because that is the highest probability setups that you can be able to take, because you cannot scalp on this asset because it's not much volatile as compared to gold. So gold, we start on the weekly time frame. We can be able to see the week is very bullish. Then we go straight to the daily time frame. Yesterday in the Gold Rush Daily, I was able to tell you that those that were able to go through the Gold Rush Daily, I was able to tell them that we are looking for a bullish gold. And you can even be able to see that it was confirmed as true, even though there was some selling opportunities in the market, but the market or the market was very, very bullish for yesterday, but even though there was ups and downs here and there. So to the fundamentals that happened yesterday. So from there we go straight to the 4 hours time frame so that we can be able to know what next we are going to do. So for the yesterday, we were able to see the price coming all the way back to the that 723 zone. We are able to see it dropping to that point, then moving on the upside. So from there, we can be able to see some buying momentum in the market because this is the 4 hours time frame. So we need to align ourselves technically. So and they just needed to mark some zones like at this point. You just mark that zone. In case the market comes to that zone, you can be able to buy. So that is a good zone for you to be able to align yourself with the buy opportunities, as well as this point is also another point that you can align yourself. That is a key zone because there is an engulfing at that point. So I'm just doing the ones that because the market has already retraced to those zones. So I just need the high probability, and when I go to the 1 hour time frame, I just go to lower the risk. As compared to this one, the highest probability is this one, that one. We are just waiting for the market to see how it will behave. So yesterday we were able for a few days, like yesterday, but one the market broke below this point. After breaking this point, we were able to see a break of market structure. That was a break of market structure. But we were able to see something like a change of character at this point. At this point, there was a change of market character. Yeah, change of character. So, like the price was moving up and is trying to go on the downside, but we must wait to see if what it shown us it is real. So if the market now breaks below this zone, like today, maybe we see some selling opportunity and the market closes below this point, we might be seeing something called a break of market structure, BOS. That shows that the market is really moving. It is trying to reverse the direction, maybe for a short while or for maybe for a long time. But this one, we are looking at it that way. If the market comes down and maybe moves on the below this line, we might see some more selling pressure in the market. And if it breaks below this zone, that means it has breaked already on the order block. And you must wait for full body candlesticks, not weeks, full body. Otherwise, if it's a week that closes below this one, that is not a break of market structure. That is a liquidity sweep. So, like, you must wait for a full candlestick of or full body of a candle to close below this point. If it comes like this way, you must wait for a retest for you to be able to see more selling pressures in the market. and that's how you align yourself. And the next zone that you're looking at is this zone here at the bottom. This one, that's the zone that we shall be looking at. Otherwise, the gold has already retested this order block, so this order block is not much high probability because it has already been tested. So what we are looking now is to align ourselves with the today's session so that we can be able to have more opportunities to be able to place buys or sells in the market. So after here, I just go to the 15 minutes time frame so that I can be able to align myself with the 15 minutes time frame so that we can be able to know how we are going to take these trades today. So yesterday I had done this analysis and had marked some zones, and they were marked to be true because at this point yesterday I was able to draw an order block which has already been tested by the market early morning, but this one I was not awake. As well as compared to this one, I had just already picked it. The market also came to that zone. Here there was two zones that we were looking at. This zone, that zone, and there was some more buying opportunities. Why did I put that in that position? At this point, the 15 minutes time frame, there was change of character. At this point, there was a break of market structure. So this was high probability setup to take it at that point. You could have taken it in either of the. For me, I took it at this point and had pressed my stop loss just above. Because of this, because I knew the market might try also to retest even to that order block. My position was was just above there, targeting 100 pips at around this point. So that's how it was. So then for now we are just waiting for the market has just touched this order block, has already mitigated it, and it has moved on the upside for you to be able to align yourself. So for me, I might wait for a retest, then we look for some buying opportunities as well as maybe at this zone we might be looking for a retracement, then we might see some selling pressure in the market. We are just aligning ourselves with any way of the matter. We might see something like that. Else, still the market does not respect. It might also come this way straight. It breaks above. We see a retracement, then we see a move on the upside. So it's up to you to align yourself. Then still we might see it coming on that straight, a retracement, then a move on the downside. Remember, this is the 15 minutes time frame, and just below here we have the bigger order block for 1 hour. We just roll the risk at the lower time frame. So that's how you should align yourself with the market. So like you should look for those four conditions in case the market has to obey one. So you just have to look at which one will be obeyed, and you align yourself with that market message that it will be doing to you. Then something else, for you to be able to place a trade, you must ensure that you confirm your trade. At this point, there was a bullish engulfing candlestick pattern. So at this point, this is a key zone that the market might move on the upside. Still, we have something else that might confirm to you that the price might come on the downside. We have a fair value gap at that point. We have a fair value gap, and that gap need to be filled for the market to be able to continue because that is so you might also look at it in maybe in the lower time frame still, for you to be able to have more information about this market, for you also to be able to know where there is high probability fair value gap, and to be able to be sure this is a fair value gap for sale. So we still have another one here for buys opportunities, but this one is high FVG for the supply and demand, but this one is for the ICT. So like for me, I use the ICT order FVGs and order blocks. So everything that I do here is based on ICT strategy. So for me, I can be able to see a change of character at this point, and for me, these are internal liquidity, the internal structures for the lower time frame. So for me, I'm waiting for the market to come this zone so that I can be able to have selling opportunity, buying opportunity, as the market to come at this point. This point, then we might see a move on the downside, but not most of the cases. High probability setup is that the market will come this way, break above, and it is meant to then move on the upside. So that's what I'm looking at it today. Remember, today is on a Friday. The market is will try to balance the week as the level it could. So for me, I'm not having so much, I'm so long positions that I can be able to take for sales because the market is very bullish in the long time frame. So for me, I'm just looking at it for some buy opportunities because most of the cases, the market, after the Asian session, most of the time the market goes up, try to break above. Even yesterday, that's what it did. So for those people that really focus with the market, so even though there was a retracement in the market, so yesterday this was the Asian high. This was the Asian high, and you can be able to see that the market really moved up after the Asian high, but it retraced, then it moved on the upside, and it moved like 100 pips on the upside. So that's what we look at. Now, also, even yesterday, it played on both sides. This was the Asian low. It also sold. It does not mean this happens all the days, but at least you can be able to see, you can be able to secure some pips, but you don't target these highs and lows because, but most of the times, if you can be able to monitor the move on the upside, you can be able to align yourself properly for you to be able to have more selling opportunities or buying opportunities. So at this point, I was able to mark these zones, and still I can mark them. I can still continue marking them because they are still high profitable sessions. So for this, the first thing for you to be able to enter an order block, you must confirm either there is a break of market structure, because at this point we can be able to see at this point there was a break of market structure. So if you're looking to just maybe to take some trades, maybe at this point, not maybe at this point, that's what the market has reacted to. That's what the market has reacted to. That's why you are seeing a move on the downside, because this zone, there was a break of market structure at this point, and this is an order block. There was an order block here. The order block is not high probability, and the market will move on the downside up to this point. So unless it breaks the structure, that's the time we might be looking for more buys. But this one in the upper time frame is not high probability, so I cannot be able to mark it. The 15 minutes time frame is not high probability. So, but here it can give you some several pips that you can be able to take. So something else that is for the gold. So if we look at the JPY, so for the JPY, it has been bullish for the last few days. It has been bullish. You can be able to see it for the last 2 days. It has been bullish, but the trade itself has been also been bullish for a while. So we can be able also to confirm in the 4 hours time frame, still the market is bullish, forming higher highs and higher lows. Still at this point, the 1 hour time frame, we can be able to align ourselves so that we can be able to know which setup to take. This was a breaker block and was never tested again. So we might wait for the market to come and retrace to this zone for us to be able to see buying opportunities, as well as this point just above here. So just above this zone. So the market went up. We might wait for a retracement, then we see a move on the upside. That is for the long term. But the market already retraced yesterday. Those traders that were keen on yesterday's market, this one was in my life, because this one I did not do the analysis, but I was able to hit a stop loss of 40 pips the market. So the market went up and came and retraced in the lower time frame. If you can be able to look at it, the lower time frame, you can be able to see the market really traced to this point and the market went up. So for me, I can say that there is no balance that is coming to be paid at this point. So we might be looking for some more buying opportunities from here to around here. There was a move for around 77 pips, and still we can wait for the market. So for today, I might be looking for a move on this direction to come to this zone, then it continues to move on the upside. But still, if it fails, we might see more buying opportunities. Then so we can align ourselves to come to this zone. Here there is another block. There is another block on top. There is Here it is. We just target these zones. Then from there, in the long run, the market has been in a consolidation market. If you can be able to look at it, the market has been consolidating at this point or at this level. So the market has been consolidating at this point. That's what the market has been doing, ups and downs here. But finally, it has blocked on the upside. So we just wait for a move on the upside. So, and this asset will never go the same direction with gold. So, at some point, if you can be able to check very properly, at this time, the time that gold maybe at this point when USD JPY is going on the upside, gold at that time is going on the downside. So that's what usually happen. These are negative correlated assets still, but this is a US dollar basket, so you need only to look at that one. So, but for this one, most of the time they tend to go opposite direction with gold. So, and if you can be able to see that this is moving on the upside, if you come direct to gold, gold is just going on a sell. You can be able to see like this one is going on the upside and this one is going on the downside. Why? This is signifying that the USD is having some strength more than the USD. USD is having some strength compared to the USD. So what else that you need also to confirm and how to be able to know that this it is true. Like at this point, you can be able to see that USD is on the positive with 1.2, while the gold is negative 0.3. That's why you are able to see some selling opportunity. When the USD is stronger in terms of gold and USD, when USD is strong, the moves goes on the downside. But when the gold is stronger, the moves goes on the upside. At this point, USD JPY, when USD is strong, the move goes on the upside. When the JPY is strong, the move goes on the downside. So that's what goes in the market, or that's what happened in the market, because there is something called base currency and quote currency. At the USD JPY, USD is used as base currency, and that the gold USD is used as quote currency. So that's what we are looking at today for those assets. Still at the same case, the same direction that the gold is taking, the same direction most of the time. The euro tends to take on or to move on. At this point, I have a fair value gap that needs to come to be filled for me to be able to see some selling opportunities at this point. If the market goes up, and just wait for it to come and touch at this zone, for me, that is another block. This is an FVG. So an FVG and an order block are two different things. So just to confirm at this one, to be able to have some more selling pleasure in the markets. So thank you for watching this snapshot, and remember to like the video. You can be able to share the video as well, and just wish you a beautiful day and an enjoyable one, and a blessed weekend. We meet again next week for more skills about the market. So thank you. Have a wonderful day.